Chega mais, torcida gloriosa! Mais um vídeo aqui pro GG trazendo material exclusivo da nossa resenha com o John Textor. Muita coisa foi falada, mas o torcedor quer saber. Vai ter Fogo? O Botafogo vai trazer reforços para se tornar o maior time do país? E mais, John Textor e os irmãos Moreira estão trabalhando juntos nos bastidores? Tudo isso vocês vão saber depois da vinheta. Galera, estamos quase batendo a nossa meta, que é de 50 mil inscritos, já passamos dos 48 e tudo isso graças a vocês, que estão sempre aqui deixando like, comentando, compartilhando os vídeos nos grupos do WhatsApp e, claro, se inscrevendo, né? Fica aqui meu muito obrigada em nome de toda a equipe Gigante Glorioso. Vocês são demais. Não posso deixar de falar também da nossa parceira, galera. A Bet Nacional é a casa de apostas com saque mais rápido e a maior cotação do Brasil, além de passar os jogos na plataforma. Então, o que vocês estão esperando? Corre lá para a Bet Nacional, porque na Bet Nacional você não joga, você ganha. Galera, que bruxinha chata é essa que tá soltando o Campeonato Carioca, hein? Tá visitando o Botafogo toda hora. Se no ano passado estávamos com o departamento médico zerado, esse ano já temos um time inteiro com reservas. Já não bastasse a perda dos nossos laterais Rafael e Carlinhos, agora também temos o Hugo lesionado na coxa e não vamos poder contar com ele. E também o Enio, que estava muito sumido e apareceu para informar que vai ter que passar por uma cirurgia por conta de uma fratura no pé esquerdo. Também não vamos poder contar com o Diego Gonçalves, que apesar de ser muito criticado, tem 2 assistências e 2 gols só nessa temporada. Amanhã no pré-jogo nós vamos falar para vocês com qual time o Lúcio Flávio vai poder contar para o jogo contra o Resende. Conforme dissemos no vídeo da manhã, deve chegar na semana que vem o novo técnico. Textor pediu para aumentar a régua de qualidade desses nomes, então espera-se que o Botafogo consiga montar um bom elenco para a disputa do Campeonato Brasileiro. Mas para falar sobre isso, vou dar voz ao homem do dinheiro, né, galera? Fiquem aí com mais um trechinho da nossa entrevista com o John Textor.
When you talk about Bayern, it means that Botafogo will be a great team in 2-3 years. Is possible?
A great team like Bayern Munich? Probably not. Not in 2 to 3 years. Right?
Oh my gosh.
Right. But I would say it's interesting to see Palmeiras play Chelsea. You know, that was great to watch because it really helps me to understand where the levels are. Chelsea is an incredibly difficult team to play. We've played them at Crystal Palace. We did play them early in the year. You know, I don't like to make excuses, but, you know, our roster was coming together. We ended up having a really good start shortly after that loss to Chelsea, where we beat Manchester City up at Manchester City. So, you know, we know a club like Palace on a given day can rise up and beat a Manchester City, but game after game after game, we know that we're not at that level. That's really the same when you watch a Chelsea and a Palmeiras, these two worlds, very different worlds come together on one field, one day. You can see that we're not really that far away from the top teams in Europe on the ability to beat them on any given day. It can happen. You know, I think the challenge is being good enough repeatedly that we can expect to be at that level over the course of many games. So I think, you know, given the coaching staff, given the talent identification that we're seeing, given our new idea to have a global footprint of talent identification, you know, we will be able to play with the top teams in the world someday soon. We'll have those special days where we look like we can beat anybody, and we'll have to hang on those days and remember those days as truly special as a vision of what might be able to come in the future, where we can do that on a regular basis, not just on those special moments. So yeah, boy, I mean, wouldn't that be great? You know, there is the Club World Cup. There's the opportunity to have friendly competitions. There's the opportunity to build such a good program that our Botafogo players increasingly participate in the national team in Brazil, which is another way that we can feel good about what we're doing as a club when we see our players play for the national team. But I mean, I came here to do my best to win. You don't travel all this way to lose, right? people expect the glorious, the most traditional to be a champion again someday. So I've got to do everything possible to try. It's not always going to look good, and there's an expression up in this country. Nobody likes to really think about how the sausage is made, but it's still very good to eat. But, building a soccer club's the same way. It can be ugly at times, but we hope to get to a very, very good place.
Are the Moreira Salles brothers with you in this great project?
Yeah, I mean, it was truthfully reported very quickly, I might add, because the press seems to get everything very quickly in Brazil. I did meet with them. That they were lovely, lovely people. I only had one meeting. They expressed their longstanding commitment to the club and some of the amazing generosity they had in mind, having already traveled the world, looked at terrific academies that they envisioned would be good for Botafogo, and they shared those ideas with me, and I hope to re-engage with them on those ideas because I have the exact same vision for the quality of academy and facilities that we should have at our club. We met, we liked each other. They're brilliant, they're sweet people, very nice people, and they really, really care about this club. So whoever comes in, as it's lucky to be me, you have to engage with people like them that have such a passion and such a history with the club and such a desire to be helpful. So I certainly hope that we'll be able to continue those conversations. There's nothing apprehensive about it on either side. I think they seemed very appreciative of me being here in this moment in time, and I am very appreciative that they seem to have a desire to continue to be as supportive as they have been in the past.
E aí, curtiram? Então deixem o like, deixem o comentário e não deixem de nos seguir no Instagram e também no Twitter, beleza? Gigante Glorioso, aqui é Botafogo. Fui!